kid. Wanna play with some vinyl? Let me go find some vinyl and we'll fuck around. You shall not rap. Alright, cool. I was trying to figure out the easiest way to do this. And basically, it's just by hanging my cell phone off of a can. So, you want to rap. You know how to do basically this isn't a problem. It's that whole curve part that's probably driving you insane, trying to get those curls over, right? And you already know that you need to clean the surface and make sure there's no oil on here at all. So, from then on, it's a touch-free area. You already know that. I don't need to teach it to you. I don't care. So, do what I say and not what I do. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and trim it to size. It's important to give yourself plenty of overlap. It's okay to use too much, but it sure does suck to not have enough, doesn't it? It's probably why you're even doing this in the first place, looking for me. It's okay, don't worry. We'll get it. It's pretty simple. So, twice the size that I need. Alright. Before you start to do anything at all, make sure everything is 100%. You know what I mean? Pretend that you're putting it on. Make sure it's the right direction, because that sucks. It happens, but it sucks. So, we've already got past that point, right? The next thing we want to do is get ready to apply. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I have that extra overlap that we talked about. And I want to make sure that it's uniform so that I'm getting my panel in the direction of thread that I want. So this is the direction I want. I'm going to make sure it's all straight. Alright, I got my crease, so I know where my crease is. The material naturally wants to do this. It's like semi-stiff electrical tape. And if you could think about it as electrical tape, man, it'll make your life a whole lot easier. Okay. So most of the times they suggest that you use some blue tape to help you keep everything lined up. This is a smaller part, and they're right. You should. Once again, not as I say, do as I say, but not as I do. Alright, that looks like a good start, okay? Start my curves. Now we're getting to the part where it sucks, right? What do we do? What do we do? We stretch it? I mean, yeah, you can stretch it, but you need to stretch it with some heat. This is what we're going to do. We're going to put my cell phone on something taller. Alright. You can use a heat gun. You can use a Bic lighter if you want to. I really love a good torch, and this one's not a good torch anymore because I've had it for probably 20 years. This is about what I want, is a small soft flame. Now I'm just going to lightly go over this vinyl material until it's nice and warm. And as you see, I'm not pulling on it, but it's starting to curve now. It's giving me what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and get to both sides, right? And while it's still warm, I can heat this panel up. That way I still have more time to play with it. And you just grab it and you pull. There's going to be a little bit of crinkles like we were talking about. That's fine. You press it out. And now that it's in, I've got a good curve. Saying? And I haven't even really tried. I just did it real quick for you to take a look. These little pieces are easily curable. A little bit of heat, right? Look, it's already almost gone on its own. Completely gone. So, that's how you do it. It's really simple. And as long as you don't over temperature the material, in Reese, you were under the temperature. So as long as you keep the temperature higher and you don't melt it too much, you'll be able to keep the texture. It'll be uniform because that's what you want. And you'll be able to get your full curve under. Then we can come through later on, flatten it out. Boom, it's gone. Boom, it's gone. Next piece. Okay, I can do that. Bam. See, it already almost fixes itself. You know what I mean? Because you're heating it up, you're not melting it. So you're giving it the ability to move around almost like a liquid. And you can make it behave so real easily. That was quite a stretch, wasn't it? Now I need to clean up this side. See that? Now you cannot tell, can you? I mean, it's just gone. Okay, cool. Probably. All right, you see that crease that's probably driving you nuts? Just going to heat it up a little bit. Rub it with my thumb. If I have to, I'll pull it back out. And it goes away. And you just move on to the next piece. And you just keep doing that until you go all the way around. And then you'll be done. Okay, so there it is. And if you find a big patch of bubbles, you got two options. One, you can move it in the direction that you want. In this case, I want to go towards that handlebar hole. And as you see, it just follows suit, right? So we got a couple bubbles over here, right? See them? I'm going to go ahead and move the small one into the big one, and then the big one into the other handlebar. Oof. There we go. Alright. See that? Now I can press the rest of the bubble out. And then I'll just keep doing that all the way across, you know what I mean? Now we got a triangle point. Triangle points are fun, right? Not a problem, not a problem. Just go ahead and heat it up. Yeah. See if you can see this or not. There we go. Go ahead and heat it up a little bit with the torch. Get the material warm, but not too hot. And now I can lay it downwards. It got cold real fast. But you don't see the crease anymore. Giving the material a place to go by heating it up. Get a better torch than me, kids. Clean your surface area, kids. Alright, there we go. Woo. That's why they like you to use a heat gun. There we go. There we go. We have a full curve, no creases. Okay, there's just a little bit left. There you go. And then you can go ahead and follow it through the same way we just did it with the heat. Okay, now according to my phone, it has been 9 minutes and 12 seconds. So in 9 minutes and 12 seconds, I've managed to rush a wrap. Now when it comes to trimming, use a fresh razor blade. A fresh razor blade will cut your paint really fast. However, if you score this plastic, this vinyl, man, it just peels right off. I need to finish this corner. There we go. Look at that. Alright, so in less than 10 real minutes, I've showed you how to get really good results that no one is going to question. So it's been 2 days. You've let it set in the sun, and now it's got a bubble, right? Here's what you'll do. Find a pen if you can. I'm good with a razor blade. If you're using a material like this, that's fine too because it has lines, right? So what we can do is heat up the vinyl. Get it nice and warm. The air, see that? You see how all the vinyl is starting to get soft now, and it just kind of conforms to all the circles. All right. We got a couple of bubbles. We couldn't get rid of them. It's been a day or two, right? Now that the material is warm, you can use a small spot and push all the air out. And then when you're done, use the back side of the razor blade to push it flat. It has to be warm. If you don't do it while it's warm, or if you don't warm it up and then push it again, you're going to leave an open spot. And we don't want anything to get in there and make a contaminant. So you'll just keep doing that, and that's how you get your results. Anyways, thanks for watching, bro. Hope this helps, Reese.